Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, the truck's Daisy, and we're hauling paws. We transport RVs all over this beautiful country of ours, and they pay us for it. It's usually pretty amazing. These days it's getting tougher and tougher to make a buck doing this because of fuel prices and the factory slowdowns and the load board games and blah blah blah, all the different things that people bitch about. But I'm going to give you the best tip that I can give you on how to make money, not save money, how to make money in a week. I just hope that I can put it into words so that it's understandable. I've been trying to wrap my brain around how to best explain this to new people and make it so that it makes sense. So if this doesn't make sense, then put a thumbs down there so I know that this video is stupid and I can delete it. But if it makes sense, then do a thumbs up. One of the big things that you can do to make more money in a 7-day period. Now, let me preface this with, I'm talking about the physical calendar 7 days, making more money in that seven days, excuse me. I'm not talking about making more money in your 70 hours. Because you screwing up this doesn't affect really your 70 hours in 8 days. It just means that you're pissing money away. Okay, so in this industry, time is money. So you have to be working. You got to work this system. Miles are money, so you got to be moving. So you may have seen on the groups or something, you might have seen me say you got to work the system, and I'm not talking about doing anything shady or outside the rules or illegal. I'm talking about working the load board to put more money in your pocket. One of the things is being patient and finding loads that pay more. This load that I just finished in particular is a great example of it. I got a run to Idaho with a 37-foot fifth wheel, and the only thing that was on the board were those little tiny split haul or split load things that don't pay crap. So I sat in a Walmart parking lot for 4.5 hours waiting for something to hit the board. So I just kept hitting refresh. Then I went grocery shopping in Walmart. I got my cereal, got my milk, I got my stuff for the truck. Then I came back out, checked the board some more. Then I shot the bull with a couple of shuttle drivers and a couple of regular transport drivers. And then I realized I didn't have any water, so I had to go back in and get a case of waters. Came back out, checked the load board again. And then I noticed that they dropped about half a dozen better paying loads on the board. So I immediately called in to grab one of those. There was no ass kissing or anything like that involved, although some people said, oh, he got a good load because he kissed somebody's ass. No, it's because I sat in a Walmart parking lot for 4.5 freaking hours waiting for something to pop up on the board that paid better. I did have in my mind that if by the end of lunch, if there wasn't anything better, I was going to take one of the lower paying runs, but going in a direction where I know I can get really cheap fuel, so I could still make some money, but I wasn't going to make as much. But this one popped on the board, $4,000 to Idaho. I jumped all over it. I mean, you just got to be fast on the phone, checking the load board all the time. But the tip that I'm going to give you is this. When you're looking at a load, don't just jump on the first one that you see and then start driving. You have to look at the different loads that are available and think about when you're going to deliver. And I know that sometimes it's difficult to wait that long. You got to do a little bit of calculation and figure out, is it going where cheap fuel's at? What about weather? Things like that. But we're kind of in a calm weather kind of way, so I didn't worry about weather too much. I knew what the fuel was going this way. I knew that There wasn't going to be any place I was going to be paying over $5 a gallon for fuel. So this was okay. I saw the Idaho one come up and I grabbed it. But what I'm talking about is when you grab a load and you leave, and it doesn't matter where you're going, but let's just say you're going to Idaho, depending on when you pick that thing up in Goshen during the day, then you have to do your calculation on how far you can get the first day, how far can you get the second day, and when can you deliver. If you're going to get to a dealer, the city of the dealer, a half hour after they close, then don't take that load. Take a different load. Rearrange the schedule. Maybe you can get that load on the next one, but take a different load. Here's why. You get to the dealer, let's say you get there at 4:30. They stopped taking deliveries at 4 o'clock. So now you're in Boise at 4:30. You have to sit until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning to make delivery. That's 16 and a half hours that you have to sit until you can make delivery. You should only be stopping your truck for 10 hours. You get your 10-hour break in and you get your butt rolling back down the road, or as close as you can get it. But if you stop and you drop 16 hours before you can deliver, you've got six and a half hours that you're doing nothing. You're just sitting there. 6.5 hours is what? 420 some miles that you could be driving. 420 miles, how much money is that? Even at $2 a mile, what's that? $840 that you just pissed out the window for that week because you're not moving at that time. Now, it doesn't take out of your 70. You can still get that money in your 70, but you're going to be getting that on your 8th or 9th or 10th day. So you're not getting it in your 7-day period. So you want to make as much as you possibly can in the least amount of time. That's kind of the goal. As much as you can make in the least amount of time. So that downtime, you're just wasting 6 hours of your life, or 6.5 hours, doing nothing. You're not getting paid for that. So never take a load where you know that you're going to be delivering just after the dealer closes. Always try to make delivery during the day. This particular load, I picked it up, took off, I made Grand Island the first day, go from Grand Island to Evanston on the second day, and then from Evanston, I could make delivery on that third day. So I went from Evanston early in the morning, took off with the time changes and everything that came across here. I got delivery, then I'm heading back, and I'll make it back to Evanston in this one day. So I left Evanston, made delivery, get back to Evanston. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up and I'll head for my reload. I got a reload out of Colorado. So I'm going to jump down to Colorado, grab that reload. That's another $900 that I'll get on these few days out. But never, ever, never stop rolling. Well, as much as you could possibly help it. I mean, I know that you can't always help it. Weather will slow you down, traffic will slow you down, you'll miss a delivery, whatever. But if you're going to leave Goshen knowing that you're going to be getting there shortly after the dealer closes, just based on normal transit time, it's like to Boise, Idaho, you kind of know it's 2.5 days. You get, like I said, Grand Island, Evanston, delivery. So you kind of know it's 2.5 days to get there, so you want to be able to deliver that. If you're going to be picking that thing up late at night or at the wrong time of day, and then you're going to be getting there when the dealer just closed, then you're wasting all that time. Don't do that, because you're throwing $840 out the window. You want to always be rolling, not be sitting. I hope that explains it. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I've tried to come up with a way in my brain. If you don't understand it, then hit me up at like the castle or somewhere, and we'll have a coffee, and I'll try to explain it a little bit better. But it's the best I could do right this second. So anyway, if you did like the video and it made sense to you, then click the thumbs up. If it doesn't make any damn sense to you, and you're really confused, then click the thumbs down. And if I get enough of those, then I'll delete this video. If you've got one of those big secrets on how to make more money, or not really a secret, just a tip, then leave it down in the comments. Now, I'm not talking about how to save a little bit of money, like get an electric cooler so you don't have to buy ice. There's lots of ways that you can save money, and one way doesn't always work for another person. I'm talking about making money, how to make money. So when a lot of us know how to save money, but you miss out on some of that making money stuff. So if you can find something really, really cool, then share it with the other people so they can do it too. My whole goal on this channel, well, 2 goals. One goal is to pass the time while I'm driving down the road and there's nobody over here in this passenger seat to talk to. And sometimes I got the dog back there and she's not a very good conversationalist. And then the other goal is to just help other people be successful. If I find something that's really working for me, I'm going to share it. It's not a giant secret to me. I will share my tips. And I would hope that other people would want to share tips with me so that I can do better also. Because I don't know everything for sure. I'm still learning a lot of these things. And if you go back and watch my videos, I mean, I burned myself on that 70-hour clock thing several times and lost a lot of money doing that. Now I'm much, much better on that. So anyway, I guess that's it. So I'll talk to you later, and as always, have safe travels, and I hope to see you on the road.